Hey guys, welcome back. This one's the same as the other discussions. It starts off a little slow, so just sit back, relax, grab some snacks, and enjoy some gameplay from my Twitch while we talk about some of our favorite anime.
Yes, I mean, so many important things happen in Jaya. So many characters are introduced, so many lore dumps. Like, this is a proper fucking arc. Oh my gosh. And then people really skip this, man. It's insane to me. But man, he said he wanted to get these niggas to the sky. He got these niggas to the sky. Man, that's what makes me love One Piece. And there's so few moments, and it's such a small arc. Most of the good arcs in One Piece I've seen just after rereading the first part of it, it's the smaller arcs. Even the fucking villains. Bellamy, the villain in there, he was so gangster. I loved fucking Bellamy. He took this nigga out one hit. Again, mostly known for moments. No really good fights, but moments are always good. Again. Yeah. And I just reconfirmed it by rewatching. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like that was like the moment. Like choreography, like nobody goes.
But look, and then think about how far later in series that happens too. Exactly. Yeah. Even still, you know.
Even like Kaido and like nobody goes to like watch like the Kaido versus like Luffy or like only fight that I would say where people watch, and even like that's a moment fight as well. Like it's like a little choreography.
Yeah.
It's like King and they really get choreography like when it comes to like the Egghead arc. Like when you watch it like when Zoro against S-Hawk.
Correct.
That's when they start getting like choreography.
Yeah.
I think I will say one of my favorite, and this is like one of my favorite parts of the entire like One Piece. It was when they was taking the upstream. And
such a key moment as a kid, man. Oh.
And Nami was basically like telling them like what to do. And it started working, and then like the One Piece theme came on.
Yup, that's exactly what I just watched. Yup, yeah.
Yeah, bro, that part was like that's like that was like when I was like, oh yeah, I'm for real.
And you know what's crazy? That is the last significant moment I remember from watching One Piece as a kid before Skypiea. That is the last significant. That's how I remembered what arc I left off on before. Because I did watch. Because I'm just gonna say off the bat. Obviously, Water 7, Thriller Bark, are all very great arcs. All of them back to back to back. The first part of One Piece is very fucking weak. It is from a narrative point. Oda is. You could tell he's very getting used to writing, and there's nothing wrong with that. But man, there's so many coincidences. There's so many weak ass fucking villains. I mean, there's no comparing the beginning arcs of One Piece to Bleach and Naruto. It is laughable if you even dare try to. I mean, Orangetown. I used to like Orangetown. Orangetown is one of the stupidest fucking arcs ever. Horrible fucking villains. No, Orangetown is the one with Usopp when he was facing that one pirate crew with the fucking cat nigga. Oh my god, bro. Like, when. Again, if you compare that one nigga to any villain in beginning of Bleach and Naruto, you would laugh. Like, this is a comedy act. Like, this is a comedy show. Like, this is not. Like, how am I supposed to take this seriously? Which is okay, but it's like, it's goofy.
Even if you look at it, like Luffy was never threatened by him. Like,
no.
Like he never was threatened. Like, if you remember, like when he did that attack and then he popped up in front of Luffy, and Luffy was like, "Man, you're gonna start fighting for real." And the nigga nigga, I am.
And that's another thing is that Luffy's so inconsistent with his power. Again, he forgets when he can use his power. In the earlier arc, when he's fighting Balrog, that machine gun nigga, he starts to run away from him when he starts spraying his machine gun. And then a few episodes later, he's like, I'm immune to bullets. Nigga, you just were running away from. Come on, Oda. Come on. There's way too many of those times happening. And again, it's okay. It's not a big deal. But man, to not say that this is not things to criticize is crazy. It's just really poor. So right off the bat, I'm gonna go into why I dropped Arlong Park and Alabasta way low on my list. Again, used to be top, but no, I have to. And I'll explain it. I got you. I'll explain it because again, I remember everything now. So off the bat, what I think is my four favorite arcs are Skypiea, Jaya, Barati, Logtown. Right off the fucking bat, best fucking arcs of earlier One Piece. Best fucking arcs. What's great? Drum Island, Whiskey Peak, Little Garden, all really good. Again, we're not even reaching. Yeah, again, really good arcs. Again, we're only talking about 7 or 8 out of 10 though. We're not even talking about 9 out of 10 arcs. Again, nothing could touch in Bleach or Naruto. Again, really good arcs, but again, there's still a lot of different things wrong with them.
When you try to compare them to like a Land of the Wave,
Nope.
like
Nope. Or Karakura Town, nope.
Yeah.
Nope. It's just the stakes. There's no there's no real stakes. A cannon hit the fucking house where Zoro was sleeping at, and he woke up just fine sleeping. Like a cannonball didn't affect you. Like for niggas that needing a doctor or needed to get chopper, these guys seem to heal at an extraordinary fucking rate. And Nami even says it. Like it jokes around, like you guys heal so fast. Yeah, they kind of do.
Yeah, because I think so. That was like my thing was like. I felt like in the beginning they was making it like a comedy relief.
For sure. For sure. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's cool. I like that. I love that.
Yeah.
Like you want to focus more on the adventure, but man, too many coincidences happen. Like for example, when Nami gets sick, you know what they had? A fucking thermometer. Where the fuck did you get that from? You guys are talking on fucking snail phones, and you have a thermometer? How the fuck do you have? Where did this come from? What do you have modern technology? And motherfuckers want to go at Naruto for making that gradual change, but One Piece has never been consistent with anything it does or shows us, and that's cool.
That's what I be telling people.
And that's cool.
That's what I'm like.
But Oda was definitely learning.
Yeah, if you think about it, it was so much easier to binge. It's so much easier to binge
Yeah.
than like if you were watching that shit weekly, bro.
No, for sure. I don't know how I did it as a kid. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. But there's a reason why people stopped watching it and started watching Naruto.
Yeah, because it was like it's to me it's not like a weekly show to me. Like I felt like when he
Oh gosh, man. Holy moly.
He should have did like basically like each arc, he should have released the arcs like at once, where he already had them animated everything, and then did basically like a Monday through Friday. You know what I'm saying? Basically 5 episodes a week, Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
You feel me? Boom. Because trying to watch that I think it would have did a lot better if he had did it that way.
Yeah.
If he had did it that way, it would have been a lot better.
Yeah,
because I think like where you could, like every single day, like somebody get 5 episodes a week. Like I think instead of like every week, like for like to me, I think that's kind of crazy. Like especially like when you think about it, and that's why I think Demon Slayer does so well, is because they give you so much in 30 minutes. They're giving you like a full 30 minutes. Granted that it's streaming, so it don't have like commercials and all of that, compared to where One Piece has like 24 minutes. But in 24 minutes, you really can't articulate anything. And then like
exactly,
about, like,
it's how you pace your story. Yeah.
Think about somebody like trying to watch that weekly. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, no, but again, that it makes a lot of sense why I kind of wanted to watch Naruto over One Piece, or why a generation chose that over that. It makes sense.
You think about it, bro. You think, especially like before Shippuden, like early Naruto, it was to me. I felt like it really didn't have any like bad points. I felt like everything was. I felt like that filler was good.
Yes.
Shit, sorry. I felt like that filler was good. I'm sorry, man. Felt like that. I also felt that that the arcs was good, and then like the fight, and then everything else was good, and then the character.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Character development, the character, that's why Shippuden so fucking hated. Like when you think about like people like that don't like Shippuden, because especially like you think about like it was so many loved characters in the original Naruto. Like
for sure.
Every single one of them, they had like a story where you love them. Like you think about like Choji's was the retrieval of Sasuke. That was his big development. Neji's was like the tuning exam. That's where people either loved him or they hated him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then like you know like and then like obviously Rock Lee tuning exams and then like it was just it developed a lot of characters like even
Yeah.
like even if you think about like Kiba in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? Like he was like an intriguing character. To me,
Yeah, they were good. Everybody's written really well, for sure. Yeah, very good.
Like especially when you think about like Mike Guy, like even like Kakashi, Asuma, like he was so intriguing, and I think that's why like when that transition happened from that to that, that's why that arc was so good because monks had they was curious about Asuma. They really wanted to see him throw down, and we never got to see him throw down. Then we get to see him throw down, and then boom, he's taken away. Like,
yeah.
Boom, and then it gives you like the Shikamaru development, which continued on from the Sasuke retrieval. He had failed. You remember that was a big moment in Shikamaru's.
Yeah, exactly, and his development. Yeah, really big development, big payoff. Yeah.
Tsunade called him out like, yeah, you failed, bro. But you know what I'm saying. But like also like gave him, you know, like a pat on the back in the same way.
Yeah, I mean, I just see Zoro and Luffy's, bounties rise every arc, and it's just like, it just doesn't feel. Yeah, they're just smoking through everybody in the first, and it's you could tell Oda was writing the story as he was going. There is no, I don't know where people find foreshadowing. There is no foreshadowing in One Piece. Oda wrote the story. I mean, you barely hear about any of these characters in the first 10, 12 arcs. It's fine.
To me, I felt like the foreshadowing came in Skypiea to where it is.
Yes, which is why I wanted to save Skypiea. Yeah, for sure. Skypiea is written really great. It has the most, again, a lot of character, a lot of lore dump, a lot of things happen in Jaya and Skypiea. Probably the most important arcs for sure in the beginning. You have the most character development, the most, if you want to call it character development, but you get a lot of characters introductions, and you see a lot of different aspects. But again, very low stakes. It's hard to plot. Everybody has plot armor. Everybody is protected by something. And when the Giants got fought, I thought they died. That's the thing. I forgot. So when they fought, I'm like, oh fuck! Like these guys died. Like damn. Like oh wait, he's still alive. Like, damn, Oda, you can't commit. Like, you could tell very early on it was hard for him to commit. Hard. And, man, imagine how different that episode would be or that whole arc if, they ended up actually passing,
And that's what I was telling you about Alabasta. Oh, Buddy. I'm like, bro, Buddy's supposed to have died, like, 6 times. The Hawk dude, you know what I'm talking about? The Hawk dude. It's like, bro, I'm like,
yeah.
he's supposed to die, like,
for sure. A lot of those characters, yeah. Luffy even should have when he was in the desert. That's what I'm saying. When I just rewatched, yeah, a lot of those characters should. There's no fucking way. Alabasta. That's what I'm saying. The same problems I had with Arlong Park were way worse in Alabasta. Let me tell you, way fucking worse.
So go back. So what's your beef for Arlong Park? Because I'm actually watching that right now.
So let me just briefly get through my read it off to you again so that you know. So what I find, my arcs I find okay are Alabasta, Arlong Park, the Buggy or First arcs, and the Kobe Kid arc. And what I find it really weak is Gaimon, Reverse Mountain, and Orange Town. Very fucking weak. My problems with Alabasta and Arlong is this is where Oda's writing really starts to fall apart. He cannot write long arcs because the beginning of Arlong Park and the beginning of Alabasta are so good. Funny enough, it's only because Ace is in it in the beginning part and he fucking leaves, and I forgot that he's not in Alabasta. In my head, I thought he was in Alabasta like the whole time. He's only in Alabasta for like a quarter of it, and I'm like, oh wow, this was so good. But my beef with Alabasta is Vivi. Vivi is such a bad fucking character. Let me tell you, she is horrible, narcissistic human being. So let me just off the bat, when they're going and Nami gets sick, this bitch goes back and forth between, oh yeah, we need to get to my kingdom so fast. Oh, but Nami, we need to fix Nami. Bitch, you know that Nami is the navigator and you can't get there without her. So why are you not prioritizing Nami's health? She wants to then try to do a reverse 360 and then be like, oh, well, yeah, now we need to go find a doctor. First off, you're a fucking princess. You don't have any doctors on standby from your whole fucking kingdom you control. You don't have anybody that you can give this bitch to. Oh, and then I want to explain why they didn't have any doctors and all that. And I'm like, bro, really? And then so they want to bullshit for these few arcs, and it's like, Vivi's a really bad character. I don't like how she's written. I think she's very selfish. I think she's very self-centered. I think she does change a little bit throughout it, but Vivi was annoying the whole entire time throughout Alabasta for me. It was very hard for me to, because once Ace left and I had to deal with just her, I'm like, man, fuck, bro. And of course, again, One Piece is full of coincidences. What a coincidence they get there at the peak of the coup and have exactly 3 days until they need to save the city. And then, of course, they have just enough time. Again, it just seems like once the Luffy's crew enters somebody's life, it just seems like coincidences just start rolling around and happening. It's just really, really funny to me. But Alabasta is very long-winded. Again, Crocodile could have killed Luffy multiple times and chose to drag it out on his fucking own. Even when Luffy figured out how to fucking kill him, I would have been like, oh, this nigga has to die. I need to see this nigga die and get rid of him. Crocodile definitely destroyed himself. Because yeah, at this point, Crocodile should have been way stronger than Luffy. There should have been no motherfucking way how Luffy should have been able to beat him. Even him beating Arlong was almost questionable, but him beating Crocodile, it just is very like, I don't know.
Let me stop you real quick because this is piggyback off what you said. Then I want you to
Yeah.
continue. But you absolutely right about the Arlong thing, especially like when you think about that Arlong's supposed to have been like somewhat kind of like on like Jinbei's level, and you think that like Jinbei was like a warlord of the sea.
Yeah.
At the time
Yeah.
Arlong released. So Arlong had been doing like his thing for like a while now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like,
And he gets smoked by a 2 month, a 3 month on the sea Luffy. That's like Naruto smoking somebody after 3 months. You would think like, okay, come on, plot armor. Like you would just call him out.
Exactly, and that's like my whole thing with like the hockey thing. So you telling me that?
Oh gosh.
Any hockey?
Yeah.
Right, but go ahead, continue.
Yeah, so again, Arlong Park and Alabasta had the same exact things. A lot of again, Luffy was out of the story, so it's funny because a lot of the time, a lot of stories do this thing where they have to take the main character arc. Goku, they have to take him and remove him out because he's so strong. Same thing with Luffy. The problem is when they remove Luffy from the story, it's so fucking stupid. Either it's a really dumb reason, or it's because Luffy is sleeping, or he's incapacitated. But it's almost the same reason every single time. And Arlong Park and Alabasta, it was so similar. It's like, okay, when Goku was gone, there were so many different things happening that it felt different. Okay, Goku is injured. Now he has to rest up and then go to Namek. Oh, Goku is dead. Yeah, he has to come fly through the snake path. Like, it's interesting to see him come back. But for Luffy, it's like, fuck, man, how long is it gonna take? And why is it so stupid? And why is it so dumb? Like when he was stuck underneath a rock during that one arc in Little Garden, and it's like, bro, like you couldn't figure out a way to somehow get your body out. Like you forget your powers too often. Oda does a lot of coincidences and tries to make it seem like motherfuckers are not gonna somehow notice this. And again, it's fine. It's not a super big deal, but I mean, holy, like it just has to be called out. Alabasta and Arlong, once those arcs started to drag on, they just, yeah. And again, I would consider Arlong and Alabasta to be one of the best arcs. Again, as a kid, those were my favorite arcs, and I just can't believe that this is where Oda's issues with writing just come alive. Every issue, every inconsistency with Luffy's power, every coincidence, every plot armor, it all just culminates. It all just culminates together. It really, really, really does. Again, I liked the ending of Alabasta. I liked it when they set off. I liked it the goodbye. I liked Vivi's development at the very fucking end. That was okay, I guess, for the most part. I liked the guards. I liked the King's guards. I forgot their names, but they had cool powers. That one Zoan and then the other nigga, cool as fuck. Good supporting characters. Oda writes amazing fucking supporting characters. Again, really, really good supporting characters. But even that dude kept coming back after he thought he smoked him multiple times. That one character that was the other leader of the Revolutionary Revolt, again, he was written good. He was written fine. Again, the story around it was good. Because again, what Alabasta is the core of One Piece. Them going, them fighting, them overthrowing them helping the people out. It's just the way they go. It's just again, it's more so fun adventure. If you want a fun adventure, it's a fun adventure. You're not supposed to take it seriously. Nobody's gonna die. Nobody's gonna get hurt. You're just in it for the ride, and I think that's why I liked it as a kid so much. But me trying to review that as an adult, I mean, I was forcing myself to get through these episodes. And again, I really liked Alabasta and Arlong, and I'm over here asking myself, like, what is about it? Like, what is about Oda's writing that's just bothering me? Is it everything combined? Is it the inconsistencies? Is it the pacing? I just think it's a combination of a lot of those things. I just honestly do. So that being said, the great things about Oda's writing, he writes small arcs the best. The fantastic. I mean, right after, again, I think Barati is really fucking good because of character development and moments. Again, there isn't a lot of good fights, literally at all, but there are so many good moments that I remember as a kid and that stuck with me. When Zoro said he was never gonna lose again, when he fought what the fuck is his name? Oh my god, Mihawk. When Sanji's development was really good, and Barati. And again, Sanji was such a good character, and they just ruined it later on as One Piece goes. Again, it's funny. Sanji is the most respectful person of women. Zoro will straight up call a girl a bitch, and Luffy straight up punch Vivi in the motherfucking face. So these niggas do not respect women at all. Sanji is the only one that actually respects women, and it actually shows, through his character traits, which is the reason why I remember Chopper and Sanji being my most favorite fucking characters. They're written really, really well, and in those small arcs, they really shine. Again, the first part of Alabasta is so fucking good when he's calling Crocodile and talking to him and trying to, hey, it's the end. That shit was so fucking cool. Sanji really held Alabasta together really well. So I do think the smaller moments and the smaller arcs, that is where Oda really, really shines. I mean, great characters, great development. It's when he writes these longer arcs that things just fall apart. And again, we'll even skip to Wano. I mean, again, I really like Dressrosa. I really like the first part of Wano. And it seems just as far as it went with what Kaido was happening, with everything. Now everybody makes memes about Kaido. Like, literally. This nigga was supposed to be one of the best now there's memes about him. Like, bro, there's no feast, there's no nothing. He wants devil fruit, but it's so many, so many things. I don't want to jump straight to Wano, but, it shows that he just has a big problem writing these, bigger arcs. And there's nothing wrong with that. He definitely got way better once he got past Skypiea, for sure. Because again, the next 4 arcs, Thriller Bark, fucking Water 7, man, bangers, bangers, bangers. It's crazy because do you know the actor that plays Luffy said that Enies Lobby was his favorite fucking arc, which is such a base fucking comment because Enies Lobby used to be my fucking favorite one because, man, that's when there was stakes, it felt like, in One Piece. That's when Oda really got better at writing. And there's nothing wrong with that. It took that long, and that's okay, but those arcs are all great. I don't even have to watch them to remember that to remember that. So when people, and then he said it, and then all the One Piece fans are like, "Oh yeah, have you even seen Marineford?" Or, "Oh, he must have stopped at Enies Lobby." Really? Because he said that Enies Lobby was his favorite arc? Like, what the fuck? Like, come on. Like, what do One Piece fans like? Like, what do you guys like about... You don't like the adventure. You don't like watching the filler. You don't like the Skypiea or Jaya. What do you like about One Piece then? What is it? Oh, it's about political movements. Like, what the... Like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like, you don't even give a fuck about that in your own life. That's not why you care about One Piece, bro. Like, stop, like, trying to make it something that it really isn't. It's a fun story, and yeah, it touches on a lot of important themes, but it's a fun story. And that's what it's supposed to be. Keep it there, and that's good, and that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, yeah, I know.
Oh, the villains in the small arc are great. All the villains in the small arc are very, very good. Like, holy shit. It's like all the best villains are saved for the fucking smaller arcs. Smoker, I mean, the vice admirals that they tease, and Garp's crew. Oh my gosh. And they're all in the smaller arcs. It's, again, so good characters that are wasted in small moments or are not given enough attention or time. That they should be. And again, there's no foreshadowing. Nothing is built upon. It's just, he just comes to it whenever he comes back around to it. Which, again, that's how a lot of writing works. Especially when you're writing a big world-building story such as that. But you could tell different type of world-building from how Togashi writes in things versus how fucking Oda writes in things. There's 2 different types of mentalities about going about building a very big world. Because, I mean, Luffy, after 3 months on the sea, defeated one of the strongest niggas on the sea, of that sea. You know, Naruto would never do that. Ichigo would never do that. So I say people would clown and be like, "Oh, plot armor. Oh, you not that this. You not this that. You not this." So how the fuck Luffy do it then?
That's why I say like that's why like I ain't gonna lie like that would be like if like when Sasuke got all strong and shit, and then when he found out that Itachi was after Naruto, or so called after Naruto, I'm doing the quotation.
Yeah.
But when he pulled up and then he tried to hit him, that would have been like if he would have just killed or if he would have just defeated Itachi.
Yeah.
That's like if you think about it, bro. If you think about like where Crocodile and Arlong, they was damn near like Itachi level, bro. Like at the moment of when they're introduced, like, but you got to think about it. If there were tears, right, at that moment, you would have had to say that those guys had to be. Being a warlord of the sea, I mean, you got to be what? At least vice admiral level.
Looking at Doflamingo, yeah, I would say just judging it off of Doflamingo, because he's the earliest one that they introduced besides those three at this point in the story. So yeah, just giving a just off of him, yeah, I would definitely say so, yeah.
Like, and so to think that who is probably warlord level just couldn't use hockey or nothing, and he just get defeated.
And he just defeated so easily, yeah.
Yeah. And then Crocodile been around for a while.
Exactly. Yeah, it's yeah. And again, it's you have to have your characters lose. Again, Sasuke was supposed to be the prodigal son, but he still lost to Gaara, you know, and Naruto had to come in, you know, the one that nobody counted on, you know, so it made sense. Like, oh fuck, Sasuke lost. Fuck, what are we gonna do? You know, he didn't just trounce everybody that he fought against. There was characters that you could see lose and still develop. Another thing, Zoro kills every fucking motherfucker he's against. I'm surprised that nobody ever brings this up. That this dude is a killer, like a psychotic fucking killer. He kills all of those fish and fishmen, and nobody says anything. The funny part is that he doesn't even have to. Remember when he tricks that octopus nigga, and he's like, "Oh, I'll let you in," and then he lets him in. He smokes everybody, and then he just leaves. And then Arlong's like, "What the fuck just happened?" He's like, "Yeah, I let him in. He just killed." Bro, what? Yo, these niggas would never. Bro, if you just killed all of my men, like, there's a death warrant for the rest of your fucking life. The fact that it's funny. It's the fact that Jinbei and them kind of never talk about that or bring that up, that massacre, that fucking Holocaust that fucking Zoro committed. It's kind of weird. The story about political messages, and then there's Zoro who just kills everybody that he meets. Everybody. Like, no matter what. It doesn't matter if they're bad or good. He smokes every fucking buddy. It's crazy. I think it's super duper funny, actually. Because, I mean, he's a samurai. I mean, if you want to stick to his character and stick to his code, I mean, that's okay. But it's so funny when they depict it in early One Piece. Half the time, they'll depict it with, like, water or, like, spit. Like, to try to, like, reduce the violence. Because they're not trying to make it seem like he is killing people. But it's like, if you're not going to do it, then don't commit to it then. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. Like, don't bounce around if you want to take the story seriously or not. You know, commit to something. Is it for kids? Is it for teenagers? Is it, more, because it don't make no sense why Zoro would be killing every fucking buddy that he meets if that's the fucking case. Like, that's kind of crazy. But yeah, I would definitely give all those beginning arcs 7s. Most of them are 7s. That is my most honest, most non-biased review. Earlier, I would have given them almost all 8s. I would say most of them are 7s. I would say strong 7s. Some of these arcs are, I would say, 8s. There are obviously some moments that made me tear up. I would give those episodes 9, but they are but I could rattle off 10 episodes in the Bleach arc or in Naruto that have those type of feelings, and very, very few in One Piece's earlier arcs. For sure. For sure. Just to be fair. Just to be arbitrarily fair after rewatching all of them. Just to be fair. Not biased. Again, I watched One Piece before all 3 of these fucking shows. So nobody could ever say nothing that I didn't. I watched all of them before I watched Bleach. And Naruto. So it's like I was always fair. I was always, I always loved the adventure. I always liked the core aspect of One Piece. But Oda's writing has always been fucking funky, and I always smelled something fucking fishy, bro. And there's a reason why nobody talked about one. Again, I didn't have anybody to talk about NS Lobby with. People are like, what the fuck is NS Lobby? I didn't have nobody to talk about Marine 4 with. Motherfuckers were like, Marine 4? Motherfucker, I'm watching Pain Arc. Niggas didn't care. Niggas did not give a fuck, bro. Niggas didn't care. I was stupid for talking about One Piece, but I still talked about it.
That's why I tell motherfuckers, bro. I'm like, listen, the shit popping now, bro, because the greats are falling back, bro. Like, and to go back, like, far as like when you think about like emotion, like I didn't think that Bleach would do that, and I remember like this was like in like the first like 5-6 episodes.
Yeah.
But that episode where that little boy was trapped in that bird and he was looking for his mom, bruh.
Yeah.
Chad told him, he's like, yeah, your mama waiting for you. And I'm like, bruh, come on. I'm like, I ain't even know you had it there, you Kubo.
Yeah. Really good at the same. Yeah, it's unfair for me to put Naruto or Bleach above another because I love so much, and Naruto, again, so biasly, I would always put Naruto first. But then they're both written very, very well, paced very well, and the character development and the moments are there's just too many. They're just so fucking strong. I would give most of those moments 8 or 9 out of 10 for fucking sure. I couldn't put one above the other, but they're both written very, very fucking well, so fucking well. Naruto and Bleach for sure are above One Piece when it comes to those earlier fucking arcs. Just pacing. Yeah, it takes a long time for One Piece to just get started. And there's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't make me not like One Piece. It just has me have a different feeling about it. I'm going to be much more fair from now on, especially that I understand writing a lot more. For sure, I know where to put One Piece at. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Nobody can tell me. I went and I rewatched all that shit. I now know for sure how I feel about Oda's writing. And that's why I don't want Elbaf to be a long arc. I need Oda to get through Elbaf. I need him to or split it up into sections so that he handles different aspects, you know? Yeah. For sure, that's what I say. Oda is great when he's writing a more faster paced arc again, which is nothing wrong with that. It's just his storytelling. He just likes to whittle things down. Because even when they was going to Jaya, bro, again, it's a stretch to say that everything wasn't perfect. Like, for an example, right when Cricket was telling them about how to get to Skypiea, what are the odds that he coincidentally remembered that the waterfall was the next day? What a fucking coincidence. And then, oh, you need a bird. Yeah, you need a bird to go find Skypiea. Okay, so then why can't you tell your niggas to go find the bird? Why the fuck does Luffy have to go out 3 hours before the time to go? It's like, come on. Like, again, it's okay. It's not bad, but holy moly. I mean, there's a million of those moments sprinkled throughout every single arc, and I'm just like, okay, I guess that's okay. Okay, I guess that's okay, Oda. Okay, I guess that's okay, Oda. Like, come on. Like, again, I fought through it, and I fairly watched it, because I love One Piece. I love Oda. I do like a lot of these things and aspects. Again, he just wanted to get these niggas to the sky, bro. Again, such a great arc, such a great... But again, nobody talks about these parts or these actual real moments. When they're climbing up the mountain on Drum Island, again, such a peak moment. When they're climbing up that motherfucking thing, that shit was great. I love that. When Zoro threw the sword up in the air in Log Town, when Luffy gets saved in Log Town, again, so many great moments. No real good fights to really speak of, but man, moments are good. But again, you have to have all three. You have to have character development, you gotta have moments, and you have to have fights. You gotta have all three. You can't just have one or two of the other. There's a reason why one got more popular than the other one. It just makes sense. It's just from an unbiased point of view, it just makes a lot of sense why it turned out the way it is, or how it turned out the way it did. Like, so I'm happy for One Piece. I'm really glad about where it's at and what it's doing. But man, I had to be fair with that shit. Cause again, I know the next few arcs are really, really good. But man, yeah, if you got past Orange Town, I'm fucking proud of you. Cause I mean, man, it's hard to get past fucking Orange. I was rewatching Orange Town, like, man, like, how could I get past this as an adult watching this shit? Like, watching this goofy ass shit. Like, I just have to like goofy shows. Or just like that aspect about anime, you know. It's just a different genre, a different way of doing things. I guess it's just a preference. Again, I would tell motherfuckers again any day to watch Naruto and Bleach first, and then watch One Piece, and then see how you feel about, you know, pacing and how and storytelling different and just different ways of doing it. because I definitely think that Oda was still figuring out writing, and there's nothing wrong with that. He was still figuring out writing, and he was writing the story as he fucking went. Ain't no fucking foreshadowing, because this motherfucker didn't even have hockey planned out. So again, there's nothing wrong with that. He just had to get into his flow and his element, and I really think he eventually did. It took a long time, but he definitely figured that out. And so I'm glad. I feel like One Piece didn't get the respect they did for a long time. So it's kind of ironic. I feel like it's funny that now it is these years, many years later, it is getting the respect it should have gotten 20 years ago. You know, it's kind of crazy. Uh, so I do think it's surprising. You know, Kubo has always, been at the top somehow. Somehow, some way, he's always been super influential. Every artist that's come up has always said, "Oh, Kubo. Oh, Kubo. Oh, Kubo." And it's like, what? Like, even if you didn't watch Bleach, you're like, damn, like, all these guys are saying they want to make it like Bleach. Like, why are they saying that, you know? So even if you never watched Bleach, you would still want to watch Bleach just off of that. Naruto, obviously, number one. Always been number one. Always going to be pretty much number one. That's a given, you know? But I just want these guys to enjoy the shows for actually what the fuck they're showing and stop gassing it, bro, or stop exaggerating. Like, just watch the show and enjoy. You like it, whatever. Don't tell me there's no fucking foreshadowing, bro. They talk about hockey and fucking Skypea, because no the fuck they wasn't, because it was called something else. And people just will go on and on. Just watch the show. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy it for it being anime. Just enjoy anime. That's it. There's no better than the other ones. I just think we should just enjoy it. But you can compare and say something can be critiqued for sure. And I definitely think that that these shows all have something in common when they're being written, especially because these authors are all taking inspiration from each other as they're writing it too. You got to think so. It's a combination of what as somebody else is trying to do, you trying to do it differently. So it's understandable. So I definitely get it. But man, One Piece, One Piece, One Piece, One Piece. It'll always have a super special place in my heart. But man, holy moly, it was a hard rewatch. That being said, though, hey man, you gotta get in that girl login, bro. You gotta get in that girl line that kill like kill, bro.
You said okay. You said girl log and killer that kill. So it's right now I'm reading Demon Slayer and I just
Are you still really reading it? Damn, bro. That you can't be almost from there. Then you should be almost done.
because I'm doing that. And then I'm like I'm trying to like watch shows and stuff like
No,
that.
yeah, for sure. Yeah,
And
reading
then
and doing it at the same time is hard. Yeah,
I'm bouncing like because I just started reading Jujutsu Kaisen, bro. Just started reading Jujutsu
that's
Kaisen.
yeah.
So yeah.
Nice. Okay, so you got a lot. Okay, because you're busy with it. That's good. That's yeah. Okay, so perfect. Yeah.
Because I just the arc I just finished Demon Slayer was Upper Moon One just got defeated. That was crazy. That fight's about to be crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I told you, right? Yeah.
Talk about the way how she your little brother. I'm gonna say today.
Yeah, it was surprising. That was probably that's why people consider the best fight. Like you literally had all the characters really shine. Like if these motherfuckers didn't shine at all in the series, they fucking shine for that final fight or that final fight for them, I should say,
Yeah, it's like
for sure. Because if none of them helped out, they would have been smoked. Like Kokushi was barely trying, bro.
and then I'm gonna tell you right. The creator of Demon Slayer, I don't care what he wanna say.
It's a
You
girl who
cannot
written it.
tell
I
me.
think. I think it's a girl.
You cannot tell me that he didn't draw influence from Naruto, from Hagoromo. The moon and the sun. Come on, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Come
Yeah,
on, bro.
yeah.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Yeah, there are a lot of parallels. I don't know if it comes from Japanese mythology or both, but yeah, for sure. Yeah. I definitely think that she and again it's paced really. I think what helps Demon Slayer 2 is that it was
Bro,
paced
especially
pretty
like
well.
the manga too.
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause, like,
Again,
I'm not gonna
pacing's
lie,
everything, man. Pacing's everything when it comes to a story
I was gonna be
sometimes.
reading them chapters forever, bro. It's like that fight is only like it's only like 6 chapters, like 6 or 7 chapters.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's again pretty well paced. Yeah, pretty well paced. Yeah.
Now I see what people mean about like where they thought that the movie was going to end with what's his name defeating Upper Moon 3, that they didn't know that Azaka was going to get finished.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. Yeah, that I thought they were gonna actually get through a little bit more, but it makes sense where they got through and why they wanted to stop at that point. Because they extended a lot of other scenes, so it makes a lot of sense, and they did the order a little differently. Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Theoretically, that's what I was trying to say. You could fit everything in the next movie. Like, there's literally no reason to make uh it all into separate fights. You can literally put one half of the movie Kokushibo, one half of the movie Muzan. Cause fighting the fucking
Yeah, because
girl.
I can see the Coco Shibo because I can see Upper Moon too. He's gonna be defeated like in the beginning of the next movie.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know,
Yeah,
like in the
he's
beginning.
probably gonna be spoken the first 30 minutes. Yeah, 30 minutes
So that's
tops.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Because like if you read the manga, that's what it feels like. He gets smoked like in the first 20 minutes. It's like the opening scene. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, if they drag, well, that's it. Yeah, if they drag that fight past 30 minutes, then I would be like, okay, there's no way they're gonna fit, anything else, because
yeah,
they would have to. So there will probably be the Upper Moon 2 fight for the first half, and then the Upper Moon 1 fight for the second half, because you would have to make them into two separate halves at that point. There's no, you can't make it a third one or a fourth one. At least in my head, thinking about it, because yeah, realistically, that fight should be good done pretty fast. But I really think they're gonna let Inosuke shine. Like, I really think this is gonna be Inosuke's really big moment. So I don't know how. Depends on how long they're gonna drag that out. Depending on how much the writers like Inosuke. Yeah, but those again, yeah, those are all paced really well. This is a lot of good manga have ended this year. Kaiju number 8, Vinland.
yeah,
Again, all paced really well. They're all paced super well. I would say a lot of them are all paced really really well. My Hero paced really well. Big fans of all of them. Really really great reads.
and then Jujutsu. Where I'm at in Jujutsu, Yuta just basically beat Ichidori. I mean, he made that look easy because cause they was fighting that Zenin motherfucker, the Nioi Zenin. They
Correct.
was
Yeah.
fighting him, and that motherfucker felt. I was about to say his spiritual, but it felt like they did a spiritual pressure thing. Swear to God, that's why I was like, oh, that's it. I was like, that's Taito Kubo, because they felt what's his name's cursed energy, and they stopped. He was
Yeah.
like, who is that? And is that Gojo Sensei? And then he like looked at, he's like, no, this is more crazier. And then Yuta was basically telling them like, I got more cursed energy than Gojo Sensei. He was like, but with his what's the other technique other than limitless with his 1,000 eyes?
Is
What's that
that?
shit called? 6 eyes?
Yeah, the red and blue purple
No,
attack.
no. Because he got like two techniques. His what the fuck is his eyes, Press?
His the six eyes. The six eyes activates the
Six
infinite
eyes.
void.
Yeah, the 6 eyes. So with his 6 eyes, I guess it makes his curse energy unlimited, basically. And
Okay.
that's what YouTube was saying. He was like, I got more cursed energy than Master Gojo, but with his 6 eyes, it just makes it where his don't run out.
Yeah, they glaze Gojo at every single moment, but it also tries to show how strong Gojo is, which is the why so many people are mad at the results of the fight that happened later on. But you'll be the judge of that. You'll see how I can't wait till you get to those points and see your opinion. Because as I say, we always think differently than how everybody else thinks about a lot of these things. So I think it's always interesting when you read it from a more objective point of view versus when everybody else is. Just say how you feel about it.
Okay.
This nigga Reed, go perform CPR.
I'm super duper excited about the Jujutsu Kaisen novel. I've been reading that.
Yeah, because I mean, there's only really two arcs. That's what I'm saying. There's really only two arcs left. You're in the middle of the second to last arc, and then that's it. I mean, it follows back to back. Again, it's paced pretty well. Uh, and then you can get on this Jujutsu Kaisen what is it? Modulo,
Oh, that's the new stuff.
Modulo, yeah, where they went the Boruto route. Gotta give me my aliens.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
Yeah, I gotta confirm when the Chainsaw Man movie comes out. I know it should be this month. So I just gotta confirm and see what it is, and I'm really curious to see how it'll do against Infinity Castle.
It's the thing is Chainsaw Man is not big amongst casual anime fans. You know what I'm saying? With
Well,
Demon Slayer,
exactly.
is like big
But you have
amongst
to
the
understand that this is
casuals.
exactly. That's cool that you pointed that out. It's two different. There's two different audiences. There are the people that
Yeah,
actually read fucking manga, and then the people who
manga.
just casually watch anime, who just watch Demon Slayer. So we'll see. Because again, the numbers it was doing, man, was kind of crazy. Again, for it to, because I agree with your sentiment. I agree. It's less well known. It doesn't have the following fan base isn't as big. Especially they don't understand the aspects of what it's really written about. The key themes that it tries to touch on. Some people may not like that, whatever reason.
Yeah,
So there's a lot of things. So once you understand what it's really about, oh fuck yeah, Tarantino. This nigga is Tarantino. Fujimoto is one of my favorite modern authors for sure. This dude can fucking
facts.
write. And he can pace his shit, and probably the best paced author I've probably ever seen. Besides the girl who wrote Full Metal Alchemist, and obviously the dude who wrote Death Note, three best paced mangas for sure. Chainsaw Man, fucking Full Metal, and Death Note. Probably you could write a whole fucking coherent story in less than 60, 80, 90 chapters. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Like you are a literal. You mastered every writing aspect pretty much. Like you need to never stop writing. You need to keep writing. Like you need to be the Stephen King, the J.R.R. Martin of writing. Seriously. And these motherfuckers will be on hiatus for fucking 20 years, bro. That's how I feel about Inoue, the dude who wrote Vagabond, which is a really good seinen, which is sucks because there is no anime of Vagabond. I don't think you ever make. It's kind of like Berserk. You can't really make Vagabond into an anime. But he's been a hiatus for a long time. But man, Vagabond's probably it's my second favorite seinen besides Berserk, in Vinland, obviously. Again, really, really incredible storytelling,
I ain't gonna
incredible
lie,
aspects.
it's gonna take a while for me to see something that's better than Vinland, bro. To be honest.
Who I trust me. I trust me. When I say these things, I say this the same exact way, bro. Trust me. I get you. But then when you just read, the more I keep reading, the more I just see there's so many levels and different aspects of where you can take it. Where it's like, wow, you can take it in this route. You can do the same exact thing. All these characters are all written the same exact way. They're literally, it's just how the author takes it in such a, deep, what they're talking about in the human psyche, philosophical, or anything like that. You really resonate with the characters. I highly relate to all those characters. No stereotyping. Like actually, like legit, hard consequences of actions of life. Like it's they're really relatable. And I think people try to misuse or misrepresent a lot of those aspects when it comes to Guts or Denji, and they really just don't see what. And it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But, I mean, at least read the story, the whole story, before you have an opinion about it, just so you could see what people are saying, what people, what they're trying to write about, what they're trying to represent. I still gotta watch Gachikuda, and I didn't finish Sakamoto. I'm a little behind.
The last episode was kind of crazy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Because the arc, if I'm right where the arc that they stopped at, they're about to get to. Oh my gosh. Yeah. These arcs are fucking really, really. That's what I'm saying. If Kagurabachi doesn't drop an anime release soon, like Gachikuta got it. Like
It
it's
might
gonna
get
take off.
forgotten. Yeah, for sure.
That and then Dan like they're pretty tied with popularity. Like I don't really see them like Chainsaw Man's kind of like the little brother of the three of them, but man, like these two are really like again resonating with a lot of different communities. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, you got Gachikuta representing like every cultural aspect, fucking characters. You got Dan talking about complex issues that people don't want to talk about. So I really think these guys are really really good next generation animes. Uh, Sakamoto's there. Sakamoto's there. I really like Sakamoto. Some of these I would prefer to read, obviously, still, but again, I'm never biased. I think you should enjoy it in both aspects. Manga and
I
anime are both
almost
for
prefer
good.
to read like almost any of them, really.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, I mean, again, I like the pacing in manga really better. But I mean, again, anime just feels more casual. That's what I'm saying. I feel like and again, I'm watching shit dub. I'm not gonna watch that shit sub. I'm gonna wait till that shit comes out dub. I don't give a fuck about sub. I need to. Um,
It's like I got so much anime to watch, bro. And I can't sit there and watch it all.
no, I can't. Yeah, it's impossible. It literally will be impossible. It's. I have to be able to multitask.
Cause I go like half of the time, like I'll be like watching some sub shit. Like I'm watching like 2B Hero X right now. And,
Oh yeah, okay.
and I'm reading Jujutsu Kaisen simultaneously as I'm watching.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what I do because I usually only have time to do both at the same time.
A little tearjerker too, boy. That shit a little tearjerker.
Yeah, I've seen it on Crunchyroll when I've gone to Crunchyroll that it was one of the top ones that people saw. Yeah, yeah.
Because that last episode of 2B Hero X just fucked me up. Boy, I'm like, oh, for real? Like, dang.
Yeah, there's a lot of there's been a lot of really really good ones lately. There's been a ton. Uh, it's really a good time to be an anime fan because as I say they just keep coming out like there's just an endless supply at this point. Uh, we used to be starving for a season or anime, but now it's you can just bounce back and back between anything. It's great. It's fantastic. But I just wish we would go back to the days where we just enjoyed anime and just watched it without comparing. Because I mean, I don't try to compare it to try to bring the anime down. I just compare it just from a storytelling perspective of what I prefer and what I think is being written weirdly.
Yeah, portrayed, yeah.
What is it? There's nothing wrong with it. I do the same thing to Naruto, to Bleach. I will definitely call it out if I see it as it is. I'm not going to over enunciate what's doing.
I ain't gonna lie, like I was definitely biased, like super duper biased when it came to Naruto.
Exactly. How could you not? It's the same thing with One Piece. If you watch One Piece or Naruto first, you're gonna be biased about all of them. And clearly, it seems it's natural. Of course, you're gonna defend it to your fucking dying breath. Yeah, of course, it's natural.
But like Shippuden, and it was like the thing, like when I like go back to like think about like Shippuden, I'm like, Shippuden was like a real like letdown. Like if you think of it like in this whole
entirety, yes,
if the
yeah.
pain arc isn't put in there, it's like, bro, like I think like to me, I thought that the Gar retrieval or whatever, I thought that arc was good.
Yeah.
Like,
I thought it was okay. I never thought it was really good. I've told you that before that I thought it was okay. I thought the first arc was okay when it should have been like great. But I really think they did Gara dirty. I think they hold Gara, and that's what really pissed me the fuck off because I was a big Gara fan. Yeah. This nigga was supposed to be the Kase Kage, bro. The highest form of what we've seen at this point. And you're telling me a regular gang member took this dude down, bro. And the other dude, and then Sakura took down the dude that took down Gara? What? Yeah. Big issue with that.
Took down Gara.
Right, okay, so technically Dedera, right. Yeah. But it was implied that he had helped him at some point, or he was assisted. But that's even if he took him down solo, that's pretty crazy still. Like, you would think you need two people to take him down.
Yeah, he soloed him.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He was waiting outside of the village. And you remember he came
yeah.
And he was like, let's go.
Okay, yeah. Because I forgot, because he said he wasn't even going to help him, the dude that he was with, the puppet dude. Okay, yeah. So again, makes it even more crazy. Again, big issue with that. Yeah, for sure. Shibuya was written bad and long. Yeah, the only good arcs are the arcs that all follow each other. The Hokage arc, yeah, the pain retrieval arc, and then the, what's the one that was right after that? The third one? And then the Hokage stomach arc. I just said the Hokage stomach arc. What was the third one after that? And then Itachi's fight, yeah, and then they fight with Itachi, yeah. All those three arcs happen simultaneously back. Those are the best arcs attributed, yeah, for sure. And I would give them all 9 out of 10. Very well written arcs. I think they should have took a break after the pain arc and split it in half. I don't think, yeah, they should have had a time skip or a time break before they went into the Great War, because they fucked up, missed so many missed opportunities with the Great War. The Great War was cool, but it could have been 10 times better. Kishimoto's a good writer, I know he is, so that's what I'm saying. I know what these guys are capable of. So whatever time constraint or whatever he was going on with, he should not have jumped straight into the war like that. Absolutely not. Everything fell apart. Because that's how he got to Kaguya. That's how he got to Kaguya. Literally, that was the start of us getting to Kaguya. If he would have slowed down, he would have stopped with Madara. There would have been no motherfucking reason for him to even brought Kaguya. It probably wouldn't even popped in his fucking head. Because why would you? Because Madara was already godlike. Obito was already godlike. So I felt pretty. These guys were pretty strong. like you don't even know the difference between Madara or what is it? The strongest form, the Obe Rene, fucking whatever it's called, the white form of Madara versus Kaguya. You don't even know the difference because they seal her, so they don't defeat her. Same way they didn't defeat Madara, so you don't really know who's stronger. You can't say somebody's stronger, you don't defeat them. You know, it's just weird. So when they're put in unknown zones, then we don't really know where they're at. You know where the fuck Aizen's at, at least. Like, oh my gosh. And Core 4, man, does all these niggas justice, bro. Oh my gosh. But man, like it's just written very well. That's what I'm saying. You could tell that if you want to talk about anything planned, like Kubo planned out all those arcs clearly. Like, everything fell together so well. I think storytelling overall, Kubo has to take the cake. 120%. Out of fairness and respectfulness, Kubo is just the overall most coherent writer out of the three. Out of Oda and Kishimoto. For sure. I gotta give my crowns off to him. I'm so mad that I was the last. And again, ironically, it was the last series that I end up reading and watching before the other two. Again, I can't be biased. I can't be nostalgia baited. I can't. I have to be objective now. Like, it's crazy. I think it's cool though. I think it's really cool that I get to learn and see that, and see how good these shows really are, and what they've done for a lot of the other communities and other anime fans. As long as these guys don't fight over dumb shit.
Got nowhere to put you. Gotta take you off of the whole piece.
How much do they show Smoker in later in One Piece? Do they ever show Smoker again after Alabasta?
I mean, they showed him in Punk Hazard.
Do they show him in Punk Hazard? Okay, yeah. I don't. I must not. I don't remember that part. Okay.
Yeah, that was, you remember when him and Law and all of them, they basically like teamed up.
Right. Yeah, because he was with Law. Right. Okay. Yeah, but that was the only time though. Correct. That's the reason why I don't remember, because it was so early. Yeah. Okay.
That was Punk Hazard. That was time skip.
Well, that was yeah. Okay. That was yeah. But I'm saying, like, I watched it such a long time ago. Like, that's why that makes sense. Okay, yeah. And then one thing I really like too is, again, a lot of the dub voice actors, in my opinion, are very good. Again, in One Piece, I like that early animation in One Piece, and I think the early dub is great. Blackbeard's voice actor, fucking phenomenal. Again, Bellani's voice actor is good. Crocodile's voice actor is probably the best. Because I don't know. A lot of these guys are in a lot of the other animes, but yeah, again, all very, very well good voice. If you watch it in sub, I feel fucking bad for you. I feel really bad for you if you watch One Piece in sub, because you miss out on a lot of humor. A lot of the jokes don't land. I feel if it's in Japanese either. Like these guys are funny as fuck in dub. Like why the fuck do you need to change the language to try to get like bro, like stop it. Like it's funny. Like it's perfectly fine in dub. Like these are great guys. These guys are great. I don't think it would have been ever popular or good if the dub wasn't ever good. Like it's kind of a dumb argument to even say. Like,
yeah, that's kind of how I felt about the like especially like when you think about like Goldie Roger's voice, right? It sounds like a pirate. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Him and Blackbeard sound like pirates. Like when he laughed, like man, like this dude was in the booth practicing. Like he was really doing this shit. Because think about it. How can you make a Japanese voice sound like a pirate? You need to have an English voice. I'll get the fuck out. You watch Pirates of the Caribbean, nigga. You know you need to have a fuck speaking English, bro. Ain't no Japanese dude gonna sound like a fucking pirate, bro. Get the fuck, like, come on, bro. Like, be realistic. Let's be realistic for 5 seconds. You need, like, a big, deep, throaty fucking voice. Pause. A building, like, a big, like, voice. That's what I'm saying. But however you want to call it, I mean, hey, these niggas are the ones doing it. Like they have to enunciate those words. Like they gotta go through that like training for their throat, literally, like for voice actors. So like they gotta do some shit. So I do think it's funny. Again, I think those aspects are really good. Again, really, 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 really positive. It's just what people tend to focus and look at. Don't make no fucking. It's just the shit that's not even there. That doesn't even happen. Or if it does, it doesn't even make any sense. Like that was funny as fuck. Like when they got the bird, it's like, come on, bro. Like you couldn't go get somebody to go get the bird that you needed for the trip, and then when you got the bird, talk about the bird don't want to point in the right direction. Like that shit's funny. Like again, that's funny. Like again, I like it. Those are wholesome, good. Again, such a good time. Like such a good time. Am I supposed to take this shit seriously? Absolutely fucking not. But is it good? Is it a good time? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll say that. I'll be fair. But man, is it goofy as fuck?
Where the fuck is that key? So wrong. I'm just saying it. Oh, it's right here. Cool. Hey.
Oh fuck! Fuck. All right, I'm gonna call you back. I gotta head over to the. Yeah, bro. Yeah, but I definitely just want to talk to you about my feeling about One Piece, because man, I love One Piece, bro. I really, really did. But yeah, man. Me and Oda gotta talk. Oda, get me in there with you. Let me be an editor, bro. I got you with Elbath, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, he doing this thing with
Exactly. Yeah, I say it's good. It's good. I say it's great. It's great. I love it. I love every aspect of it. Yeah.
He giving us something that we've been clamoring for since the start of the show, and that's God Valley.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. And again, they don't even mention God Valley till way later on. Yeah, exactly. So many. Yeah, exactly. That's when Oda actually is actually writing. Yeah, when he actually got into his craft, eventually. But all right, man, keep reading that shit. Okay, keep reading. I'm gonna keep up with you, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Thank you, bro. I love you. All right, peace.
Alright guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today's discussion. Sorry it's been a while, I've been busy with work, but I really appreciate everyone who tuned in. Remember, this is all for fun, so feel free to share your thoughts and feelings in the comments. I'm always open to hear what you'd like to see done differently or improved next time. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.
She is a